Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Ouija stories again. Hashtag two. So I got all the other stories that I had from last week, the ones that were left over. I'm going to be telling you them tonight. So let's start. Get ready with your comfy blanket, hot cocoa, popcorn, and as you pop in, I will say hi. Like I saw Myers left a message saying, heck yeah, looking forward for this. So, hello, Myers. So, here we go with the first story. I don't think it'll be a very long live stream tonight, too. So, we'll see what happens. So here we go with the first one, and you might hear a train. Unfortunately, I don't know why it decided to pass at this time. So sorry if you hear it. So here we go. Get comfy. Okay, so I think you hear the train perfectly well. So sorry, guys. Here we go. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so here we go with the first story. Let's all get comfortable under our warm blankets. Winter's coming. Okay. The Ouija board is a tool often used to communicate with spirits, but its use can sometimes lead to unsettling and eerie experiences. The following is a true story of a creepy and scary encounter involving a Ouija board. So here we go. It's going to start. Face the Ace, hello. Thank you for coming in. And PPR, Dustin, hello. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys for coming in. So I'm just starting the first story, and here we go right now. It was a late summer evening in a small, quiet town, and a group of friends decided to spend the night at Sarah's house. Sarah has recently acquired a Ouija board, and her friends were eager to try it out. Among the group were Sarah, Mark, Lisa, and Mike. They gathered in the dimly lit living room, the Ouija board placed on the coffee table before them. Okay. As they placed their hands lightly on the planchette, they couldn't help but feel a mixture of excitement and worry. Sarah started the session by asking, is there anyone here who wishes to communicate with us? At first, nothing happened, but then slowly the planchette began to move, spelling out the word hello. Hi, the Bud Files. Welcome. Okay, and then it says, nervous laughter filled the room as they realized that something was indeed happening. They took turns asking questions, and to their amazement, the planchette continued to move, providing coherent answers. They communicated with what claimed to be the spirit of a young woman named Sarah. She told them she had died tragically in the house many years ago. Hi, Myers. Then it says the group was captivated by the experience, asking Emily a series of questions about her life and the afterlife. Emily claimed that she was lonely and enjoyed their company. As the session continued, the atmosphere in the room grew heavy and the temperature seemed to drop. Oh, it was fun at one point, but now it's getting serious. Then things took a sinister turn. Emily's responses became increasingly cryptid and unsettling. She began to make dark predictions about the future and made eerie references to the group's personal lives, revealing things that no one else could have known. Fear gripped the friends as they realized that the spirit they were communicating with might not be Emily at all. This desperate to end the session, they asked Emily if she could leave. The planchette moved slowly to no. Panic set in as they felt trapped in a conversation with a malvoyant presence. They decided to forcefully push the planchette to goodbye and abruptly ended the session. So let me just move up a bit. Okay. As soon as the planchette moved to goodbye, the room seemed to lighten and the obsessive, oh, sorry, I don't know what that word is, atmosphere uh, disappeared. They put the Ouija board away and sat in silence, shaken by the unsettling encounter. In the days that followed, strange and unexplainable events occurred in Sarah's house. Objects would move on their own, eerie whispers filled the air, and the temperature would unexplainably drop even on hot summer days. It became clear that something had been unleashed during the Ouija session, and it was now tormenting them. Let me see what else right here. It says, terrified and desperate for help, the friends sought the assistance of a local paranormal investigator. After a thorough investigation, it was determined that the spirit they had encountered was not Emily, but something darker and more malvoyant. With the help of a spiritual medium, they performed a cleansing ritual to rid the house of the negative energy. Over time, the disturbances ceased and the house returned to normal. The friends learned a very valuable lesson about the dangerous dangers of playing with the Ouija board and the potential consequences of inviting unknown spirits into their lives. The experience remained a chilling reminder that the line between the living and the supernatural is thin, and some doors are best left unopened. So that is one story. Vodka, good morning. I'm going to bed, so good night. Okay, if you find my voice is strange, guys, it's because I'm extremely tired. I don't know what's up with me, but it's okay. We'll still continue. But believe me, right after this, I'm hopping into bed. I hope I won't have nightmares, though. Okay, so I got another website here that explains the Ouija board in a different way and explains the rules. Like everyone heard that there were rules for a Ouija board, but like never got into detail. Well, at least I did. I knew there were rules, but what were they exactly, and if they made sense or not. So here for this website here, I got some information too. Here it goes. Okay, Ouija board. The Japanese version of the Ouija board is called Kukuri-san. So, Kukuri-san. Two girls sitting across from each other over a paper scrawled with the Hinegra alphabet. That's the Japanese alphabet, we should say instead. Grabs a pen between them. Uh, Chanting the name softly, Kuki-san, Kuki-san. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Tell me what is the date of my death. That's what it says that they're doing. So they're doing like a Japanese version. And it seems to be written like in a circle, the alphabet in the circle, numbers across, and they have a pen. They're holding a pen. And then it says, whoops, I lost everything. Oh no. Okay. The question hangs in the air as the pen slowly begins to move, spelling the answer out on the sheet of paper. The rest of the group watches in breathless anticipation. Okay. And then what happens? Kukuri-san, Japanese answer to the Ouija board, has graced classrooms across the country for years with answers from the beyond. In this game, the Japanese alphabet is drawn on a piece of paper, and two people hold a pen, ballpoint touching the paper in the center. Oh, okay. And it says here, closing their eyes, they ask Cookie-san a question. So I guess Cookie-san is the word Ouija, a question, and the spirit is supposed to move the pen in an answer. According to a Japanese friend, much like Ouija, most people realize that the other person is moving the pen purposefully, but everyone makes their doubtful sequels of questions and get answers anyway. I don't know what they meant by that, but also in line with its Ouija board contract. Hold on. The game has been subject fold for horror movies such as the aforementioned, I don't know that movie, Shinsai no Toilet, no Hanko-san. Oh boy, weird. And one called simply Kukui-san. Okay, so in the Japanese use it too, but in a different way, I guess, with a pen and not a planchette. So the Ouija board rules. This is what I really wanted to get out there, and like I never like heard all of the rules, but here I think there's about, I don't know, 10, 12. So the first one we all know It's never insult the spirits. If you are rude or disrespectful, it can attract evil spirits. And two, yeah, this one we all know. Never play alone. When you're alone, you are vulnerable, and evil spirits may try to possess you. Okay, so it's because we always heard never play alone. But why and what? Now we know. Then it says here, whoops, go up a little bit. Okay, never use the Ouija board if you are sick, drunk, depressed, or mentally disturbed. Okay, when you are in a weakened state, you are vulnerable to possession. Oh, okay. Then it says, do not force anyone to use the Ouija board against their will. Okay, why? It doesn't say why. um, Never use the Ouija board in a cemetery or any location where a murder or an unnatural death has occurred. It could cause terrible manifestations. Okay. Never trust a spirit. Evil spirits will use lies and false flattery to gain your confidence and trick you. Do not ask questions about God. Oh, do not ask when you're going to die. Here they stop saying why though. If you encounter a spirit called Zozo, stop playing. Many people have had bad experiences with this evil spirit. If the planchette moves to the four corners of the board, it means you have contacted an evil spirit. If the planchette keeps moving in a figure eight, it means the spirit is trying to gain control of the board. Okay. If the planchette begins to count down through the letters of the alphabet or the numbers, it means the spirit is trying to escape from the board. Okay. I got a few more to do. Sorry for my voice, guys. It's terrible. Okay. Then it says, never let the planchette fall or fly off the board. It could allow an evil spirit to escape. Okay. Do not leave the planchette on the board when you're not using it. This could allow evil spirits to enter the world. Okay. Uh, when you're finished, the board must be closed down properly. Say goodbye and do not leave until the spirits move the planchette to goodbye. Okay, here's 16. It says, do not burn the board. There have been cases where people burned the board and A, it later turned up in a perfect condition. B, they heard an unearthly scream. C, it released an evil spirit. Or D, the board wouldn't burn at all. So if you try to burn the board to get rid of it, well, A to D are things that could happen if you try. 17, it says, to properly dispose of a Ouija board, you need to break it into 7 pieces. You have to break it into 7 pieces. Pour holy water on it and then bury it. Okay, so if you want to get rid of your Ouija board because something creepy happened, you have to break it in 7 pieces. Pour holy water on it and bury it. Now that is, Okay, then 19, it says, if the Ouija board starts freaking you out, stop using it. Well, I think so. I would. If you are religious, do not use the Ouija board. The Catholic Church warns against it, and they have done many exorcisms to cast evil spirits out of people who were possessed through Ouija boards. Okay. So those are the rules that we went through. So some of them were I didn't even know myself. But breaking the Ouija board in 7 pieces, putting holy water on it and burying it, I didn't know that. Because we're always like tempted to set fire to it when we want to get rid of it. So let's see who else popped in tonight. We have Theory Rose. Is that? Yeah. And then we got Debbie. Hello, Debbie. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so now I'm going to read you some funny stories that we hear about the Ouija board. When I saw that, I said, "Oh, we don't hear that very often. Usually, it's always these creepy stories, but this one, it's funny Ouija board stories." So let's see. There's not a lot of them. There's about 9, I think. So here we go. I'm going to start this one. It starts off here. It says, funny Ouija board stories. Then it repeats itself again. Funny Ouija board stories and experiences from real life. Oh, okay. So, starts off. Number 1. I asked the Ouija board when I was going to get a girlfriend, and it spelt out ha 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 ha. So it was laughing until my wrists got tired. Okay. So it's like a joke, I guess. We were using a Ouija board and we contacted the spirit of a boy who said his name was Google. We asked where he came from. He said internet. Then we asked what language he speaks, and he said Wikipedia. Okay, I think these are jokes on Ouija boards, I guess. Wow. Okay, let me continue. Okay, I'm number 3 now. This is like a conversation between me and a Ouija board because it says me, then it says, are there any spirits here? Ouija board. Are you alone? It answers. Me? Yes, Ouija board. Haha, nice. What's up? Then Ouija board again. What would you do if I was alive? Then Ouija board again. Hey, you there? The me ran away, I guess, with those answers. Okay, number 3. Was that number 3 or number 4? Okay. Okay. We were having a Ouija session one evening and we contacted a spirit We asked him several questions about his life. Then we asked him when he died, and he said 1948. Later, we asked him what year he was born, and he replied 1955. We looked at each other, confused, and said, "You mean you died before you were born?" The planchette circled the board wildly for a moment, then it spelled out "oops" and refused to move again. Now that's funny. AD, hello, bro. Thanks for joining me. And everyone, thanks for joining me tonight. This is going to be a short one, though. I'm like almost through everything. So here we go for the next one. So these are funny stories of a Ouija board. So it's not scary, but it's weird and it's hard to believe. When I was a kid, my mom and I lived next door to her older sister. My mom used to use a Ouija board, and my aunt kept warning her about the spiritual dangers. Eventually, my mother threw the Ouija board in the trash, and the next day it showed up in the backyard. So she threw it back in the trash, but then it showed up again. She threw it out again, and it showed up again. Okay. Finally, she threw it in the dumpster behind the supermarket near our house, and it was never seen again. Years later, my aunt admitted that she brought multiple Ouija boards at the store and threw them over at over our fence to freak my mother out. I knew there was something wrong. She threw it in the garbage and it would reappear, and it's the other one buying them and putting them out there. Yeah, so I guess they're like jokes, guys, these little sentences here, whatever. Rose. If you look at boards, look like someone's rocking back and forth. Oh, yeah, it could be. They're creepy boards. Some people like just take the Ouija board and put it on the wall as a decoration and stuff. I don't know. I like Ouija boards, but not that much. So here we go on. We'll continue. We used a Ouija board a few times. Once we contacted a spirit and asked, "How are you?" The response we got was dead. Okay, I just said a joke, guys. I didn't even realize it. That was funny. We we used the Ouija board a few times. Once we contacted the spirit and asked, "How are you?" The response we got was dead. That's my joke, okay? If I was a ghost and some teenager tried to contact me using a Ouija board, I would wait for them to ask, "Are there any spirits here?" Then I would move the planchette to no, just to mess with their heads. Okay, I think I have to change the title of this live stream. Okay, here's the next one. There was a company uh, uh, no, wait, there was a. Oh, okay, here we go. I'll start it over again. There was a camper van outside our house, and one night we went out there to do the Ouija board. When we started asking questions, the planchette just went rapidly back and forth between H and A. Okay, so it's going ha 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 ha. It did this over and over again, ignoring all our questions. We finally realized that it was laughing, and we asked it was what was so funny. It slowed down and spelled out, "You are trapped." Okay. We got creeped out and stopped using the Ouija board, but when we tried to leave the camper, I grabbed the door handle and it came off in my hand. Okay, so they were in the camper van playing the Ouija board, and the Ouija board was laughing, saying that they were trapped. They tried to get out, and that door handle fell in her hand. Okay. Now that is strange. Oh, I got two left. So this one went really fast tonight, though. Dang. Yeah. Dang. Okay, here are the two last ones. My sister and I were doing the Ouija board one night, and we contacted the spirit of a dead boy. When we asked him what he looked like, he spelled out, "I'm cute as hell," which is in which is directly where I come from. Okay. So the little boy spelled this out. "I'm cute as hell," which is where I come from. Okay. And for the last one, I told my grandma that Facebook is a good way to get in contact with old friends. She said if she wanted to contact old friends, she would need a Ouija board and not Facebook. Whoa. Okay. So that's a good way to end off the Ouija board stories. We had scary ones. We went through the rules, and then we got some funny Ouija stories. Hi, Nicole. Hi, the Ninth Light. Welcome, everyone. Crossover Paranormal. Hello. Welcome. So, this is the end of this live stream, and thank you all for popping in and spending your Monday night with me. And if you missed the beginning, well, you can always wait for the replay and take it up from there. Next week, we will be going through, it's called Glitches in the Matrix. So that should be interesting to see what that's all about. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. And I want you all to have a wonderful week coming, starting off the new week. It's going to be fun. I'm going to see everyone, what they have to take out. Can't wait to see everyone. And on that note, if you like this live stream, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more live streams like this. And I'll see you around the broom somewhere. Love you all very much. Good night.